All right. Hello, everyone. What's up? To the stream here. We are on day 3, which is kind of crazy. We call that a streak. If you ever watch Major League, get out of here. No, would not. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be playing today. We're going to be playing Eldrazi Tron. This was a suggestion that my wife made because I'm like debating on different decks. Hopefully here, we'll get some sweet deck lists that have some of the Marvel, Spider-Man card or Marvel superheroes cards, and then that way we can test some of them out. But today we have Eldrazi Tron, so I'm gonna do kind of the intro and everything for the YouTube stuff. I appreciate y'all hanging out, everything like that. Like I said, a few days in a row here. Pretty unheard territory around these parts. So let's get everything pulled up here. Not that. Change this. All right, so that's pulled up. Cool. Because again, I wonder if we could literally just do. We could literally have a compilation of like, hey, when Moto doesn't work or when Streamlabs doesn't work. Okay, so all right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is for YouTube and that. So, shoot, I'm like drawing a blank. I'm exhausted right now, but doing what I can. Also, on top of the fact that I'm newly shaven. Proof that I'm real here. All right. Okay. All right, so this is Eldrazi Tron. This is going to be the deck that we are playing today. This is basically kind of, man, it's a Tron deck. It's Tron. We're trying to assemble Urza's Mine, Urza's Tower, and Urza's Power Plant. All these on the battlefield together will generate 7 mana. And as you can expect, we have a ton of things that we can cast at 7 mana. We have Ugin, Eye of the Storms. We have 4 Devourer of Destiny. This card, while also being a removal spell on top of being a big creature, also ends up having some pre-game actions. If it's in our opening hand, we can look at the top 4 cards of the library, and then we can put one on top of our library and exile the rest. We do not have to do that. We can just choose to exile 4 cards if we don't want any of the cards. This is going to help us to find some of our very powerful lands, including cards like Ugin's Labyrinth, or should we imprint, which basically means that we exile a colorless card with 7 mana, mana value 7 or greater. Ugin's Labyrinth ends up producing 2 colorless mana instead, and then we can tap it to return the exile card to our hand, so we can kind of get it back later. Protected from like Thoughtseize and things like that. By discard effects, but a lot more vulnerable to things like Boseiju and land destruction. And yeah, like this deck is just able to produce a ton of mana very quickly. We're seeing Trinisphere here in the main. This makes things cost 3 mana. If it does not cost 3 mana already, so if it's 0, 1, or 2, it ends up being 3. And then of course, if it costs more, then it costs more. But this is like how you kind of interact with or not really interact, but this is how you like really slow down a lot of the like Boros decks and the like smaller like Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride, like control decks and things like that, just because you end up bogging down their mana. If they are into like casting free spells, and of course like the Solitude Ephem things, that's going to end up being 6 mana and costing them a white card to be able to do that, or just 6 mana straight up, and they still get to, but they don't get to do it very early, which can give us enough time to kind of set up Karn the Great Creator, which can go get artifacts from our sideboard or from exile, and we have a ton of different artifacts here that we can go get for various different situations. Of course, again, playing our Ugin Eye of the Storms, get some card advantage, gain some life, both for our life total, and make it a lot more difficult for our opponent to win the game. And we even have an Emrakul the Promised End here at our top end. I've watched quite a few videos. I think it's like Tagores, I think is his name. Uh, Played like one of these lists like a 5-0. And honestly, like Glaring Fleshraker is one of those cards that I think looked really great. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into our first match here. Get rid of this guy. So we'll get in here. There's already people that, I mean, obviously, like 3 trophies already is insane. So that's what we're going to do. And hopefully we can get our first trophy. We've done pretty well over the last 2 days. I mean, we 3-2'd yesterday with the Goro's Vengeance deck. That league's going to be going up on YouTube, so be sure to check that out. If you're on Twitch chat, you can use any of these exclamation point things over here or down here if you're watching on Twitch. And you can end up watching past leagues. We end up uploading the league the very next day. So if that is something that is of interest to you, then be sure to check that out. As we wait for our first match here, I forgot that they completely reset the leagues. So we had like 50 some odd people, but we were like actually queuing in relatively quickly. I mean, we have 700 people. I think they had like 1,500 people or something like that by the end of the league period. So, you know, hopefully we can get back up to those numbers because 700 is, quite frankly, rookie numbers. This hand has double Devourer of Destiny, so we're essentially looking at like Tron Piece, Expedition Map, gets the second one, Devourer of Destiny, potentially finding the third one, and we have an Ugin. I think this has to be a keep, especially with double Devourer of Destiny. It's about time that we're the one revealing Devourer of Destiny because I'm tired of being the one that has to like look at it from my opponent's side. But we are on the draw, so we will get to see it because you get to do this at the beginning of your first upkeep. So we will get to draw whatever card should we choose to keep it. Opponent has a Misty Rainforest. This could be a lot of things. First Devourer of Destiny. All is Dust, Ugin's Labyrinth. Expedition Map. I don't think we necessarily want All is Dust. We could just put the Labyrinth on top and then look at the next 4 cards and see if there's a Tron piece there. But I think we're going to put Ugin's Labyrinth on top, and then we're going to look at the next 3 cards. Another Labyrinth, a Trinisphere. I think it just has to be Labyrinth. So we're going to draw the Labyrinth. And we'll go Mind Map, because if we draw another Tron piece, then we can assemble Tron next turn. If not, then we have Ugin's Labyrinth for like Glaring Fleshraker, or we can even play it and get an Expedition Map. But it looks like this might be... ooh, okay. Abhorrent Oculus. I'm sure this might be like the Ritual deck. All right, find another Ugin's Labyrinth. So we could now just kind of shift into 5 mana. So we can do this. We can put the first Devourer underneath. And then we can go Fleshraker. We don't have to imprint anything with Ugin's Labyrinth either. We can just play it out naturally. Or play it out naturally. We could just play it and not imprint anything underneath of it. Although they did keep a 7-card hand, and they did not... they kept a 7-card hand, and they... more than likely, I guess, will slam a Ritual here. Or not. I'm not sure what... I mean, that's the only thing that I'm guessing is because, like, Abhorrent Oculus, like, they haven't shown us black mana yet, so they're not, like Sultai Reanimator or anything like that, or at least it doesn't look like Sultai Reanimator, which is pretty interesting, I would say. So we draw another Ugin. We could just imprint Ugin, and then, like, we could just have, like, 3 Ugin's Labyrinths in play, to start like casting Ugin Eye of the Storm. But we could also just like Ugin's Labyrinth, pass. We have 3 mana available. Or we could just crack Labyrinth or crack Map, go get the uh, Eldrazi Temple, play Eldrazi Temple. That ends up giving us, ends up being like X1. We make a second. I do this. Play this, we'll pass, and then this will be, won't attack, because I think Ice Fang, like another Ice Fang Codal will be Death Touch. Yeah. Oh no, it's 3 other. Not just 3. So I guess technically missed like a few points. They probably possibly have something like probably have something like Flare Denial, but I want to say that we're like fine with that. We'll so X3, we'll get to make at least 1 spawn, which will potentially give us enough mana to cast Devour Ugin next turn. Yeah, Flare. So this means any land that we draw next turn is going to be able to cast like Devour or Ugin. So they are like a Simic Ritual. Coiling Oracle reveals Misty. We are good. Go ahead and get in for your damage opponent. Go off Queen. Naturally just want to draw the land. I think we want to start with Devourer of Destiny and just really start to like pressure them. Ooh, we can even get Tron too on our next turn. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so math. Start on Devourer of Destiny. We'll hit the Codal. Just because that could potentially be the more annoying one. Get to make another token, deal damage to our opponent. At least they don't Flare of Denial. I guess they could just hardcast Flare of Denial, but at least with that, we're still not going to attack with this Fleshraker. I think I'm going to be probably pretty defensive, all things considered, but like I just kind of want this Fleshraker to stick around. Like I'm going to be able to play a lot of these big things, and I just want to make sure that my opponent, red mana, interesting. I just want to make sure my opponent can't like ambush this while I'm just like passively dealing damage and just also going to be pressuring their life total from like Devourer of Destiny right now. So we can actually trade this. The fact that we drew Power Plant is nice too, because we're going to be able to like go fetch up Tower. And Tower is going to be the one that adds like 3 mana. Coiling Oracle, sure. Wooded Foothills. So 4 unknown cards in hand. And a lot of dorks. I'm curious like what their 7-card hand was. Alright, well. Activate this. Probably gonna feel slightly counterintuitive. Because I'm gonna go get Tower, and then we're gonna go cast the Thought-Knots here. Thought-Knots here off of these, so we have 3 mana from the tower, 5. We'll have another Eldrazi spawn token, so then we'll be able to cast Ugin. Alright, well. Yes, we'll go get a swamp. So now we could just go get Eldrazi Temple. 2, 3, 4. We're still short, but I think that's fine. We can go get another power plant. If we go get power plant, still leaves us open to getting Tron, and we can still cast our thing. So we get power plant. We'll play power plant. Thought Knots here finally yield to this. Alright, and our opponent just scoops it up so they don't want to see what's in their hand. Simic Ritual. Oh, I don't think we care about their graveyard. Creatures. Players can't cast spells. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. I just hate the fact that they like lump all of these into like one pile. I guess I could just sort by mana value. Okay, so Filigree Silex, this is the one that put oil counters on it, sacrifice it, destroy each permanent. Vexing Bauble, Needle, I think Cage. I'm thinking Cage and Torpor Orb. I mean, a lot of the things are just like stupid cantrippy, but they also kind of ramp, so I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure how good like Trinisphere is. Like Trinisphere is like, I think really good. Like probably against like most things that are like Eldrazi. Alright, so let's hang on to these. Do I want Emrakul? Probably cast it. All's Dust seems like it's fine. If I do something like that. See how she goes. So we have map. Yeah, this is not very good. If we had a Devourer of Destiny, this would probably be a hand that we could keep. Just a one lander with Expedition Map. We have interaction, but then, you know, a 13 and a bunch of 7s is not going to be good enough. Alright, so we have a Labyrinth, we have a Devourer of Destiny, and we have some Mind Stones, and we have a sideboard card, so we'll keep. Question is, like, do we bottom the All Is Dust? Because then we're going to be looking to, like, play Lab, get rid of Devour, Mindstone, map. Maybe, like, the redundant Mindstone. We'll do that. Reveal Devour from our hand. Alright, so now we get to look at the top 4, and again, we're going to be able to draw this card. So we have Thought-Knots here, we have Eldrazi Temple. Could go... As of right now, Temple only makes All's Dust cheaper. I guess technically the Devourer, but we're going to end up putting that under the Labyrinth. Actually, I probably should put All's Dust under the Labyrinth. Yeah, I think I'll take the Temple. Now this, put all his dust underneath. 2 mana, Mind Stone. Expedition map. Pass the turn. Let them do their thing. So keep the card on top. Ooh. Do continue to F6. All right, so the Coiling Oracle reveals subtlety with the Coiling Oracle. It's now our turn. So 4, 5 mana. Do this. We can probably just keep getting like Eldrazi temples. Yeah, I think we're fine with that. So go get another Eldrazi temple. 2, 4, 6. So we'll be able to cast a Devour next turn. So wait, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we'll be able to cast it, but we won't have anything else left over. Would really like them to, I guess if they were going to counter it, like Flare of Denial to counter it, and then just play their thing. But they've, all right, went to attack. So I guess there's no reason to do anything pre-combat. Harbinger of the Seas sucks, but you know it only, yeah, 1 blue mana. All right, so now we are on a quest to basically make sure that we keep hitting our land drops for the rest of the game. Or find something big enough to kind of slap around Harbinger. Devourer of Destiny does not count. All right. So, good chance that we just end up losing this game straight up because of this Harbinger of the Seas. A hard cast subtlety. So, this is 6 damage. So, we go to 10. Basically, hoping to find like not even Thought-Knots here. I mean, like we really just have to hit like lands or like find Dismember. Dismember's like not even like that great of a draw either. I think this actually means that we are basically donezo. So yeah, we're gonna get hit to 4. That might have had to go get Swamp, but I also think that if we do that, like Swamp, then we have 6 mana. We still don't have enough mana to do anything, so unfortunate. Yeah, and all his dust that we have is locked underneath the Labyrinth, but we can't even really cast it either. Yeah, alright. It is what it is. There's nothing that we can really do. We can do about that. Cityscape level. There's things that we like would want to blow up and everything, but I haven't even necessarily seen ETBs. I mean, maybe there's a chance that because they're just doing like Codal and Coiling Oracle are the only things that we've seen. And it's like, do we even care about like necessarily turning those off, especially like we're on the play? I don't think so. I think I might rather the Thought Knots here. Pithing Needle, Liquid Metal Coating, Filigree Silex, no. Bring the spheres back in. Just bring the stuff back in. So we have Temple, Mind Stone. I think this might be fine. Kind of figuring it out as we go. I'll lead on Tron piece, so in that way we can hopefully summon the other two pieces to the top of our library just to again like put pressure on our opponent. Actually, probably could have just played Eldrazi Temple because of this Thought Knots here. They have this untapped. Pass a turn. So they have like Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce would kind of suck. But maybe they were like holding up like Lightning Bolt or something. I don't even know. I don't know what this means. Because like maybe Spell Snare for like Mind Stone, but this Coiling Orc. Oh, Birthing Ritual. Okay. So they have Ritual. Kozilek's Command. So what if I just like Thought Seize them? I could probably do this now. Target player scries X. So it is just X2. And ideally we get to go like kind of crazy our next turn, like unless they have like Force of Negation pitching a blue card. But now we're just hoping to like hit a land. Alright. Subtlety. Subtlety Flare Denial, and then they're gonna sack this to Flare Denial. Alright, yeah, I mean they 3 for 1. Alright. Alright, I mean, hey, I guess do what you gotta do, but this must mean that they have like a 2 mana. Shocking this into play. What does this mean? 3 mana? Harbinger? Sure. I guess if they want to, they could sack this. If I Devour Destiny. Alright, cool. So we're gonna be in the camp of like trying to find our 4th land in our deck that does play quite a few lands. Check it out real quick. Play 22 lands, so we're looking at like 20 more lands in our deck. Now with this Trinisphere, our opponent doesn't necessarily have access to doesn't have access to like pitch subtlety and things like that. Would either love them to sacrifice this or for us to find 4th land. Abhorrent Oculus is a good one. Unfortunately, these are colorless manifest creatures. Eldrazi Temple. So I mean that gives us 4, 5, 6 mana. The thing is they could just hardcast Flare. So I wonder if I want to like end step. Yeah, we have 6 mana, so I wonder if I just want to like end step Kozilek's command to try to like get this, and then if we don't, then we have Ugin Isla Storm or like Devourer of Destiny to deal with this. I think we can afford to do that. And like if they just decide to like do something on our turn. Oh my goodness. That is actually insane. Holy shit. All right, yeah. Wow. So they sacrifice their Harbinger of the Seas to go put Oculus into play, and then they manifest a second Harbinger. That is crazy. That's actually sicko behavior. That is, oh my god. That's sickening. I can only imagine that like if they sack this, it's literally just like another Oculus, but like I don't even know why you would at this point. That is absolutely sick behavior. Land. All is dust. All right, tease me with a good time. Stupid Dakota. Cast this Thought Not Seer. I assume the rest of their hand is like counter spells and that, so like it might not matter. Yeah, sink into stupor. Yeah, I don't even think that we can come back from this either. Because like the card we would have to draw is Dismember. Yeah, that's absolutely sick. Man, game one, it felt like pretty handedly, only to kind of get run over by like the birthing ritual stuff. Yeah, there's that. Cast this Thought Knots here for to keep up with appearances, but yeah. Wow, yeah, I mean that was gross. The fact that they found Harbinger, I mean they have a consign and subtlety like face down, like that's insane. Like they found a second Harbinger off of a Pornoculus, so they had two in their top like 15 cards, which that to me is just insane. I don't even care if they go up to like 4 cards. Like the fact that they found two in the top 15, unreal. All right, well, no 5-0 today. Maybe we can win the next 4. I'll save my judgment for these Tron decks until after. I would love to take the play. So we have Labyrinth into Mindstone leads to like Fleshraker. We'll hope that our opponent is interactive. Even being able to leave up Dismember. Ascendant Pack Leader, alright. Tron is in fact not goated. Because it literally just caused me to die. Alright. Kill the things we do not understand. Alright, Fleshraker, go. Hope to find another land to make Kozilek's command a little bit better and get us some more mana. Alright. So they bolt and pass. Power plant, go. This would be X2, so 4, go up to 6, could potentially find another land. Cast this. Scry X. Target me. X is 2. Shoot. All right, opponent, what can you have? This is gonna be like a blue land, and I'm gonna cry. Oh my god! Like, what is this? Should have seen that coming. I'm gonna crash out. I might actually crash out. Our opponent starts with Ascended Pack Leader. +1 customer you control permanent mana value 4 or greater. Whenever you cast a spell mana value 4 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Alright, so presumably now they're going to start being able to cast like 4 mana spells. Scion of Draco. Okay. Alright. So I have 4 mana. I crack this. I go get Eldrazi Temple. That's 2, 4, 5, 6. That means we just need another lane for Devourer. So I think that means we go get Temple. I mean, we could go get Labyrinth and put like I guess Devour underneath. But we know they play like Stubborn Denial. Like Devour underneath 4, 5, 6. It means any land casts Ugin. But if I take another Tron piece, that's 4, 5 mana. Then we're hoping to draw Tron piece or Tower. I think I'm just gonna play Temple. I think more likely that we find any land that then allows us to cast Devourer of Destiny. Just another Scion of Draco, sure. Find Mind Stone. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so just making sure that we can only cast another Mind Stone. 2, 3, 4. So they're gonna hit us for 4. Kavu. 4, 5, 6, 7. Devour. Blow up the 1 permanent that they have. That is a color. Bolt. Do they have like Bolt, untap Bolt? Oh my goodness. This is like some weird domain aggro deck. Tribal Flight. Oh my goodness. We're just going to lose the dumb shit today, aren't we? The crazy thing is that if I would have even played like Ugin or whatever and gotten rid of that, like I was just dead to like Tribal Flames. That's insane. I'm gonna be losing to this dumb shit all day. All right. The question is, Trinisphere. Oh my goodness. Stubborn Denial ended up being so much better than I would have hoped. Yeah, Mana Karn. I'm guessing that they don't have any discard spells, so. Mm. Do I want to go Labyrinth first? I guess I'll go. Because I don't know if I care. Do I? Cause either way, I'm only going to be able to Karn. I think I want to protect the. We'll just play Tower first. Possibly like try to assemble Tron on turn 3. Ragavan, cool. Kozilek's Command. Do this now so we don't get Stubborn Denial. We'll make a spawn, exile target creature. I'll make the spawn, exile this creature. Just not even going to take the chance of them being able to counterspell that. Just get it out of the way now. Technically, too, we'll be able to pay for a Stubborn Denial. So our opponent has like Stubborn Denial, forces us to sack this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Aw, well, tell her I love her too. Very, very much. Oh, so they just have Consign. I guess that makes a lot more sense. Sure. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to attack with this 0-1. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ascended Pack Leader, just a weird version. So they must have like another like Consign Replicate. She's so sweet. So we go like Mindstone, land. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I guess then like the Labyrinth. I'm only assuming that the Ugin is not going to be long for this world. Like I'm guessing that it's just not going to like our opponent is probably waiting on like Consign to Memory. Take 2. Power plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get to destroy the pack leader. 5, 6, 7. All right, so no Consign to Memory. Insane. That's a lot of. Oh, sure, Leyline Binding. Trinisphere. All right, well, that could be annoying for them later. All their spells cost 3 mana. It's going to be a lot harder for them to try to interact, I suppose. Bin's Nakatl. Actually, can we go return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Trinisphere. Or we could just do that. I think we can return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. All is dust to get our Ugin back. Three colors mana, they just have another Leyline Binding. Okay, sure. I suppose. Go ahead. Do not want to attack with my spawn, Moto. Do not want to attack with this 0-1. Please and thank you. Opponent's drawn a ton of lands. I guess we can start cracking, like, we can crack this Mind Stone. Tribal Flames us. I guess, like, really not getting any better. Alright, draw a card. Well, we've assembled Tron, just unfortunately does not do us any good when we do not have any actual relevant spells. A Kozilek's Command is going to go super hard. They surveil Ascended Pack Leader to the graveyard. Cast a 3-mana Pack Leader. Alright, so this is... Oh, man. So, I guess they have Consign. It doesn't matter. But they also can only pay, like, 3 mana for a Consign. So I wonder if... I'll just get rid of the Pack Leader. I don't think they have anything. Alright, let's draw a card. Just another Leyline Binding, yeah. More mana. Pass the turn. These Leyline Bindings are getting super annoying. That's their third one. Alright, that I would imagine locks, like, short of, like, Consign to Memory, this should lock it up. Don't tell me you have Consign to Memory. I swear. Wow. I mean, our opponent's not, like, they're not killing us, but, like, they're also just, like, finding answers for our... I mean, like, if you're the last one to put an answer into play, I mean, that's a great one. Mind Stone. My stuff does cost 3 mana. As much as I don't want it to, it does cost 3 mana. 5 mana to cycle. I have 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. I can't exile the Scion of Draco, but I wonder if it's worth it. Alright, well. Here we go. Now what are we doing? Play land. So I think that doesn't really change anything. So 7 mana, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is X is 10. We can't get rid of Scion of Draco. I wonder if we just want to, like, do it now. I think we want to. Just not even gonna, like, give them the chance to draw, like, a counter spell or anything like that. Maps. I want this. I guess we can do that. Top, bottom, bottom, top, top. Draw that. Karn minus card's ability. Yes. We'll go get Cityscape Leveler. Yeah. We get Cityscape, and then that way we can now cast Cityscape and then blow up a Leyline Binding, get our Ugin back, and we can win the game from there. All right, ended up being a lot harder than it needed to be, but so now they are, well, we know that they're whatever domain. Thanks, babe. Filigree Silex, Torpor Orb. That's not gonna do nothing. It's Snaring Bridge. I don't think I want to bring it in. I guess, like, man, just the fact that they a lot of stuff. Okay. We'll keep Reveal a Devourer. Basically looking for either one of our soul lands to get this Fleshraker down. Alright, now looking to like Mindstone plus Dismember. Temple's a soul land, but unfortunately not Ugin's Labyrinth. We have double power plant. Problem is we're going to end up exiling one of our other ones. For Tron. I probably just like ignore both pieces, go get Eldrazi Temple, play Power Plant, Dismember, and then we're gonna play Eldrazi Temple, Glaring Fleshraker. And then we have a Mind Stone to like complement it if our opponent doesn't kill our Fleshraker. So I think we're gonna do that. Do this now so our opponent can't stubborn denial us. So Nakotl as a 3/3. Draw another Devour. All right, Fleshraker in there. No bolt on end step. I mean, they could also like 2-mana Leyline if they wanted to. We're not blocking. Yeah, 2-mana Leyline. Leaving up blue and red mana. They didn't do. I guess they could still consign. If they wanted to. If I go land, yeah, I only have 3 mana. Question is, do I play power play? Do I play Mind Stone or not? I presumably go to 10. I think I want a Thought Knot. 3, 4 mana. 5, 6. All right. They didn't want to consign Fleshraker last turn, so they consigned this. And we're probably fine with that. Second Nakotl. It's also just big enough to like block their Nicodle also. Mine. Play mine, play Mind Stone. All right, if they have Tribal Flames as like their last card, it only deals 4. Well, I guess that's exactly enough damage. Yeah, and if I dismember, I go to 6, then 3, and then Bolt is lethal. Karn. So it's on our sideboard. So Karn probably can't get us a lot of anything. It's probably Devour of Destiny, kill a Nicodle. I guess Devour of Destiny, we can get this back. Get this. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess if they just have another consign, we lose the game anyway. Because even if we Karn, we don't have enough mana to do anything else. So I think it's probably get rid of one of their creatures. Pass the turn. Let's have another Leyline Binding. Awesome. Basically just hoping that they don't have burn at this point. 3, 6. Ugin's not even that good of a top deck because we can't use it. Lab. Lab probably just as a land, and then we... Yeah. No. 4, 5, 6, 7. Any reason to kill Nicodle and not get back a 6/6? I think we're fine with. I mean, like, Consign to Memory, like, is just lethal anyway. Or, yeah, like, Consign to Memory kills us. Yeah. Alright, not ideal. 0-2 with this Eldrazi deck. It is what it is. Feel like we have not had luck on our side. Twitch, don't you dare patronize me like that. Clip my best moments. Like, you mean just getting severely disappointed? All I know is that long-haired Dakota apparently is way better at Magic than short-haired Dakota. Not even short-haired, bald. Bald, clean-shaven is not nearly as good at Magic as long-haired and homeless Dakota. But you know, really, it's not the games of Magic that we win or lose. It's the friends we made along the way that are the important things. That is the important things. All right, so on the draw, I mean, we're 2/3 of the way to Tron. We have Kozilek's Command. We have a turn 3 Karn. Saga, so is this Affinity? Have we finally run into the fabled Affinity deck? Oh no, this is worse. It's Lantern. And we have like the worst possible card on top of our library for this. Well, I guess I think maybe they play Emery. Yeah, I think they play Emery in their deck. So I mean, this might not like technically be the worst thing, but it's not fun. Like we also have like Surprise Trinisphere. Well, you have an Inquisition. Yeah, take my command. Leave me with a card I can't cast until turn 3. Our opponent knows that we can cast Trinisphere. I guess they, no, they don't have enough artifacts. All right. Trinisphere. More lands on top. Opponent goes digging for something. Pithing Needle, Karn the Great Creator. It's like our only other thing. Karn, like, static ability is also, like, fine-ish. They get to play one spell a turn right now. Ensnaring Bridge. Yup. All is dust. Yeah, I think I'm fine with just playing the mine, and then we can just Karn to like shut off their activated abilities. Like now they can't shuffle away with Lantern. Their rocks are turned off. Basically know that we can just kind of do our thing here. Pass the turn. If we ever find Tron, we can just play an Ugin's Labyrinth. Or we can either Ugin's Labyrinth back the Ugin. Uh, 2, 4, 5, 6. Guess we could put the All's Dust underneath. All's Dust probably isn't doing anything, so I mean we can do that just so we can cast a Devourer of Destiny. If we ever get rid of this bridge, like we have a 6/6 in play. Yep, you can have the Dismember. And we're gonna draw another Karn. Dismember is not ideal. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Three mana Bauble. Sure. Can't even activate it or nothing. Pass back 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't even cast it. Another Trinisphere. Literally like the worst possible cards on top of our library. Like Dismember is not going to have any targets except for like our own stuff. We don't care about Torpor, Pixis, like whatever. Stare at each other for a while. We find just an Ugin naturally on top. Trinisphere, go, make things cost 3 mana, and then 3 mana again. That's not actually how that works. Done. Have nothing that we can blow up. Plus, draw the other Ugin. Thought-Knots here on top. Let's have a river. Yeah, Codex Shredder they can't activate. I mean, eventually we'll be able to do some things. That, so Urza's mine. No, I don't think we care about that. All right, gain 3 life, draw a card. Land. Thought-Knots here our opponent. Have nothing to blow up. Pass the turn. I mean, eventually, we should find something. I mean, we're looking for like Glaring Fleshraker. So I just want to make sure that we remember colorless non-land cards. Exile them. Shuffle until end of turn you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. So we could go get like Fleshraker, and I think that wins the game. Alright. Oh, but like the ETB triggers are turned off. So Emrakul, we can control our opponent's turn, but that's probably not going to do much of anything. Thought-Knots here, Trinisphere. Do we actually not have a way to win the game? Karn the Great Creator can't go get anything. Kozilek's Command doesn't do anything. Ugin's going to continue to like really not do anything. Devour Destiny. Right. Creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. And whenever another close creature you control enters, deals 1 damage to each opponent. So yeah, I can't actually win the game. Probably could have recognized it sooner, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's run it back. Might be a short stream today. If we end up losing this match, then we'll be done. Torpor Orb. Gross. I guess. Do that. Yeah, I real quick switched to bring in Cityscape Leveler and the Filigree Silex. There it is. Alright, so Devourer of Destiny. Even if Devourer of Destiny finds us like the best card, then we're looking at like Kozilek's Command to like do something. Let's give it a shot. They mulligan to 6 cards. That's what we like to see. Alright, so first upkeep, we have Ugin's Lab. Power plant, Trinosphere. So I think we're in for keeping the lab. Yeah. Keep the lab on top. Swamp go. We exiled like one other land, so we have 19 more lands in our deck. Mox. Pithing Needle on Karn, I am sure. Yes, yes, yes. Devourer of Destiny. Go ahead. Any land gives us Thought-Knot Seer. Inquisition. They get to take Kozilek's Command. Oh, duh, I can command for one. Oh my god, I'm stupid. That would have also given us like Thought-Knot Seer mana. Yeah, you can tell how far off off I am playing Tron. Yeah. Certainly not going to help us win the game. Yeah, mistakes were made. Mistakes were in fact made. Mills a card, mills a land. Fleshraker is something. So now any colorless spell will get us spawn. Damping Sphere, we're going to need those spawns. Labyrinth. Just make sure Moto works. Yep. Moto does in fact still work. Yeah. Big mistake, big mistake. Land. Kappa? A whir for 2. Go get Torpor Orb. Oh no, go get Lantern. Alright, well, Second Fleshraker's kind of nice. Unless they choose to. Alright, they don't have us mill it. That's just going to end up giving us more mana. I'm assuming they can't bridge and... Yeah, they can't bridge and another thing. So we have a land on top. Excuse me. I'm pretty happy with the land. This is another Whir of Invention. Ensnaring Bridge. I mean, that's fine. Mind Stone. Alright, well. Yeah, mill a card is another Mind Stone on top. Does Mind Stone help us through the Damping Sphere? So we do Mind Stone, we make 2 spawns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. So no. They have no cards in hand anyway. We can't attack, so just banking these spawn tokens. Slowly deal damage to our opponent. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess technically that I guess we Karn. Karn seems a lot better. So we deal another 4 damage to them. We can blow up their welding jar. Yeah, there we go. This destroy target, not creature permanent. Then this bigger does 4 damage each creature. Battleship. That. Let's do that. Spawn. So what do we got? They mulligan to 6. We'll keep. Hope to find another hand where like Ugin's Labyrinth ends up being really good. We can play Mind Stone off of it, and then do things. Of course, if our opponent Inquisitions us, which they've done a very good job of doing, and specifically taking Kozilek's command. I have plenty of mana to do things. Urza Saga. Alright. First upkeep. Map, Mindstone, Thought Knot. So if I keep map, I can map like tower map. And if I draw Tron land, then we have access to Tron. But I mean, yeah. Tower map, go. Saga doing their thing. Exactly sure. I know I got a notification for something. I just can't see it. Thoughtseize. I guess the Karn the Great Creator. All right. Well, I guess they know our hand, so we'll just do this now. So we have tower, power plant, mine. To try to save time, like don't accidentally like yield to the end step and then they decide to like needle our map. Even though I think if this does go get needle, it's still probably just names Karn. Even though I think now it's probably worse if it names Karn. Lantern. Lantern with currently no way to manipulate the top of our library. But they're like also going to draw Thoughtseize, so unless we also find like a Labyrinth. Damping Sphere, perfect. The perfect turn for it. Mind Stone. Play the Mind. Can't even follow up with like the other Mind Stone. We can technically respond with Kozilek's command to like draw a card if we want to. No colored man was meant to cast it. Haha. Oh, and yeah, they just take command. We can just like blow up permanents though. I mean, with Cityscape Leveler, like we're fine if like this, I guess, technically gets countered. They don't want us to draw the swamp. Go pass the turn. We have 4, 5, 6 mana. We'll have our 7th mana, which this can go get the basic swamp. Swamp. So we technically spend colored mana on our spells. Power of Destiny, get something in play to pressure our opponent. And if we just draw land naturally, we can blow up something with Cityscape Leveler. That's probably the Void Mirror. We're casting one spell a turn anyway with Damping Sphere, so maybe neither of them really matter. Labyrinth. No. Seascape Damping Sphere kind of hurts them, I would say, more than it hurts us. 8/8, I don't think it matters. Yeah, I think the fact that we're just putting another thing into play is like enough. So I think that is enough. But played some like weird decks, and I don't think I'm a fan of it. Have not found affinity yet. Crazy enough, after like 13 matches, no affinity. I don't even think we played against Boros. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you. Just weird. Weird all around. What do we have? Figure out what we're going to play tomorrow. Oh, we get to be on the play. Crispy Frog. I wonder what they're playing. Tower, Mine. We have a Labyrinth and we have a Devourer. Suppose we keep this. Devourer, entering the exile zone. Okay, so Temple. I probably could keep Temple. And we can go like Labyrinth, Exile, Devour, and then we can go Temple Thought-Knot. Like, technically, we can Kozilek's Command for 0 to, like, draw that card if we need to. The Secret Cycle mode on it. Ancient Stirrings. Sure. Probably am not going to like the sound of that. Basking Brood Scale. So they are Brood Scale combo. Do we have to Thought-Nuts here now? Can we get a little bit more value out of this? Like we just play Fleshraker. Fleshraker pass. They probably do like Rumble. Rumble, and then maybe they can put a Blade into play. Yeah, I think we can wait. We'll go Fleshraker. So they have Brute Scale, 7 unknowns. They play Saga, so that's a Blade. A Blade if need be. So they get a Basking Brute Scale into play. We could go like Exile make spawns. So if we go, it'd be X3. X3, so we have 4 spawns, then we can Thought Knot. Make spawns, exile a creature. I want the spawns, exile the creature. It'd be very unfortunate to exile myself and give the Brood Scale spawns. That. Then get to look at their hand, make another spawn, deal some more damage to them. Alright, so they have Fleshraker, they have Unholy Heat. They currently can't cast Unholy Heat. I guess they can't technically cast any of the spells. No mana was spent to. I don't think we care about that. Fleshraker is probably something that gets kind of awkward. I guess Unholy Heat is fine, but they go up to 2. I'm not sure really what they can play. I don't know if I should take the Springleaf Drum because that's going to be more mana, if I should just take Fleshraker and plan on taking both of them. We can probably plan on taking both of them. I think the game's going to be over before Emrakul matters. Famous last words. Yeah, I think we're going to take a Fleshraker. Get in. One Fleshraker down. Basically hoping that so they can play Bauble. They're going to crack it to try to find a land. Yeah, they don't find it. I'm assuming it's game over. Yeah. Yeah, with Kozilek's Command 2. Is Kozilek's Command lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We make 5 spawns and ends up being a 6th one. So that's 6 damage, 12. Yeah, that's lethal. Okay, so Brood Scale. Fixing Bauble, Pithing Needle, Grafdigger's Cage. This. Maybe Shave a Trinosphere, Torpor Orb, Chalice. Is Bridge good enough? I feel like all his dust is like pretty bad. Yeah, all his dust probably sucks. We want Dismember. I think Filigree Silex like bringing in will probably be too slow. I don't know if Tormod's Crypt is worth it. Alright, let's go. The rally starts. All right, so we have double Flesh Raker. We have a Thought-Knot Seer. We have a Cityscape Leveler. Our opponent begins with 7 cards. On the draw, Rally Cap. Assuming their hand is probably some way of like assembling the combo where like we play turn 2 Flesh Raker and then turn 3 Flesh Raker allows us to turn 4 Thought-Knots here. I'm gonna hope being on the draw with a hand that feels like it could be very powerful is gonna be enough. Or they just have like turn 3. I think we'll just turn. I guess if they like would want to interact with their lands, we want them to like tempt them, I guess, to blow it up instead of just leaving it out there. Boseiju. Second land pass. Fleshraker. I mean, this stops like infinitely big guy, but doesn't stop Fleshraker. Would love to be able to kill their Fleshraker. Emrakul. So we go like other Fleshraker. That's gonna make another spawn. Yeah, they won't be able to attack, so land other Fleshraker. Offer a trade if you want to go Fleshraker for Fleshraker. Well, I guess they have infinite damage here. Yeah, and then they equip. Yeah, they just have infinite damage. Okay. All right, run it back. Run it back. Keep. Or not keep. All right, this just says Nat Tron with a backup, so backup piece, Ensnaring Bridge. We have Ugin, Eye of the Storms, which isn't going to do much against our opponent's like colorless deck, colorless permanence deck, but this is something that allows us to kind of go in. Find Power Plant. All right, our opponent plays Saga. Let's play a Brood Scale. Activate. Go get Tower. So we can Thought-Knot, take something, and then Trinisphere? Seems pretty good. Chrysalis, Unholy Heat. So we can take Chrysalis, play Trinisphere. There we go. So Chrysalis is gone. They have Stomping Ground, Forest, Temple, Unholy Heat. They are exactly 4 types away from Unholy Heat dealing the max amount of damage. Play Temple. So we can go Fleshraker and then Ugin. Nothing to blow up, because even though Basking Brute Scale does cost green mana, it is devoid, so it does not actually have any colors. Make a construct token, sure. Get in for 4. And our opponent's going to be able to go like float mana, go get Blade. Float mana, get Blade, equip Blade, activate, and then make an infinitely big guy. Currently with the cards they have in hand, they can't really do much past that, so we get to make 2 infinitely big creatures. But we'll kind of lock ourselves behind this ensnaring bridge. Neither of them have trample either, so like as long as we can continue to find like colorless things to play. Also, if our opponent just goes to like equip or anything like, oh, I guess they have the land drop, so I mean they could, they like decide to make infinitely big things, then they don't have any mana on their turn. Excuse me. So they just go get Needle. So that means they either drew a blade or like they just, or like Ugin is like that much of a thing where it's like, well, if we neither of us can attack, then just get rid of Ugin. Play land. Play their own Thought-Knots here. Or I guess just another Brute Scale. Oh no, Thief of Existence. So they played Grove, right? Yeah, play Grove of the Burnwillows, Thief of Existence. So I know there are other 3 cards. They took Trinisphere. We draw Eldrazi Temple. That doesn't do us any good at all. Our opponent can't attack either as it stands. And Holy Heat sucks for our Fleshraker, but let's play Springleaf Drum. Play the Forest, so they have Stomping Ground, Heat. Alright, well, go. Drawing all of our lands. Yes, our tokens can attack, but I would like to not do that. So they activate Brute Scale, they make a dude. Why is it named that? All right, Crispy Frog, we're in their main phase. They play a Stomping Ground tap, so they have one unknown card. Karn. Still nothing we can kill. Fleshraker makes a creature. Get something from my sideboard. All right, so we can go get Battleship, blow up something, and then deal 4 to the board. 4 to each creature, which gets rid of like all of our stuff, but it also like clears their board. Yeah, it clears their board, or we can just go get like Walking Ballista. Does Walking Ballista kill them? So 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's a 7. We end up making 1. I guess it does eventually kill them. Like Battleship gets everything off the board. It unlocks our Ugin. They have Unholy Heat, an unknown card. They'll get another one from the Thought-Knot Seer, so they'll have 3 cards. But like we'll have Ugin, Karn, and then this Extinguisher Battleship. Each creature. Is that better? Yeah, because I guess then we get to make a spawn token. We can float a colorless mana. Target opponent draws a card. Yeah, so let's go Extinguisher. So nothing we can target. Make a colorless spawn with the Fleshraker. Get through all of this. Let's unlock our Ugin. I'll get to draw a card. It's 4 types. They can't kill Ugin with Unholy Heat unless they have like double heat. Which we have a Thought-Knot Seer, which is a fantastic draw, I would say. Yeah, okay, wins the match. All right, we're 2-2. Rally back. Can I please change the title of my video? Because apparently it works in every other part, but not the one that I care about. Thank you, thank you. My goodness. Yeah, like YouTube, why? Yeah, that's probably why. Ooh. Pest Brood Sloth. That's a pretty cool looking one. Alright, so 1 lander. Opponent mulligans the 6. We're going to follow suit. This has Tron. Which is probably... We'll put down the Labyrinth. Our opponent keeps 6. Oh, they are also Eldraziing. Nice. I would like to... They have Power Plant, but do they have Power Plant in a map? They have mind. Does this have like natural Tron? Like definitely natural Tron on the. Oh, we just have nat Tron now too. If we go like mine, do we care? Do we just like play Mind Stone and just put it face up on the table? Like, hey, we also have natural Tron. I guess this will technically allow us to dismember. It's like if our opponent just goes like Tron Thought-Knots here, we can dismember, and then they look at 2 cards and plus a random card. Okay, so they were just bluffing, or rather, like playing to have. All right, so let's get rid of this. You can have the best of whatever cards are left. All right, redundant Tron piece, so they get a Karn. We find another tower. I don't need to draw this many Tron pieces. Wonder if we like go get liquid metal coating. Yes. So if we get liquid metal coating, maybe we can ballista. We can ballista X2. I'm gonna get the coating. And we can go and crack this with the mana that we have left. So we have power plant, I guess. We don't have a reason for Ugin's lab, so yeah, let's go get redundant Tron piece. Stop on their upkeep. Stop their little land that guaranteed adds 2 mana. They just naturally have tower. They're just sitting on Tron. Still. All right, go ahead. Show us another thought. Oh, they have Karn. All right. Well, I guess we can just go get like our own sideboard piece, I suppose, and deal with the Karn. They have 1 card. I mean, like, I would. I don't know if I would necessarily trade Tron in hand for like 1 random card out of their deck. I mean, considering we're playing the same deck, but uh, there's probably a good amount of cards where I would gladly give my opponent 3 cards for their 1 card. Sideboard, Disruptor Flute. As of right now, they're not going to be able to cast it. Thought-Knot Seer. Let's play a tower. We could just take their Disruptor Flute. What do we have in the sideboard? We take Disruptor Flute. What is this? It deals 4 damage. Like the battleship deals 4 damage to everything. 4 damage to each creature, and then destroy a non-creature permanent. Shame that's not also to planeswalkers, because our Karn's going to be kind of useless. So if we do that, we have 2 mana, or so we have 2 mana, access to 3 mana. Kind of sucks. So we blow up Karn, deal 4 to everything. We can continue to like lock down their lands. Like we can lock down the Devourer land. I guess maybe the Ugin's Labyrinth land, because then like they have more mana, I guess, or like the same amount of mana. Yeah, it might be minus. Get this, blow this up. Go from there. Yes. Take the battleship. Disruptor Flute's going to end up naming Karn, but I guess Flute's like 2 mana. They could just play Flute. Activated abilities. Cost 3 more to cast. Activated can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Yeah, I want to get rid of this Karn. So then I guess they could Disruptor Flute and name Karn. I think I really just want to like crack this Mind Stone also. So yeah, they play the Flute. Karn the Great, or name like Karn the Great Creator, maybe name something else. I don't even know what you would necessarily name with this Disruptor Flute. I mean, like Karn on the battlefield right now is bad. Also, I guess name. No, I think it's just Karn. Yeah. Destroy that. Unlock everything else. Stop on the upkeep. Just gonna tap down this one. Like, all his dust isn't gonna do anything. It's like making them make the choice of like putting this into their hand is probably fine. Yeah, they can't play and crack Mind Stone, so they have other Tron piece. Yep, use a mana to pay for Mind Stone. Yeah, can't activate Karn. True, true. Let's get Thought-Knot Seer down. We've assembled a win condition. Thought-Knot Seer. Station. Station. So if I do this one, they don't do anything. They return this. They have to have natural Tron to have a thing in play. See, I think I give them the chance to return that one. Attack them for 18. So they have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So X equals 5. This is a flying trampler. All right, what do you got? Emrakul. All right, cool. Yeah, I can only assume the game's over from there. Okay. 2 chances to win, 1 more. Cityscape. It's gonna be like a Karn pissing match. Trinisphere is probably not good against the big mana deck, I would imagine. No mana smith to cast it. Pithing Needle. If coding comes in, maybe it's these. Maybe it's those. Gross. Our opponent mulligans a 6. This is a one-lander with map. But if it gets there, this can't be. Alright, this has Tron. This is the card that can come out. Please mold a 5. This game with 6 cards. We'll keep All's Dust to the bottom. We don't need this upkeep stop anymore. Oh, okay. Do this. This means that if it's just another temple, okay, so they just have waste, so this is going to be Fleshraker? Oh no, 2 mana, okay. Brainstone, alright, that's not ideal. You know, like up to 4 cards with that name. Yes. I don't know if it's good, but I mean, we're gonna put ourselves behind. And then that way we can assemble Tron. I'm gonna assume that like their hand was like Stone Brain, like keep them off Tron, and then we'll bully them. But this is probably Thought Knot, so they take probably Kozilek's Command. Yeah. Choose a non-land card from it. All right, we're just gonna activate this now. Show them that we have Tron. Suspend Tron. I mean, they could also just take Fleshraker now, but they take Kozilek's Command. That's just a better card of the two, I suppose. We do this. Make a spawn. And conveniently, now we have enough mana where we can get back Ugin and then play Tower and Ugin. Start drawing some cards. Oh, take it. I'll go to 16. 5 Eldrazi mana. Play their own Fleshraker. Alright. Return this to my hand. We have nothing to target with this. Gain 3 life, draw a card, draw a swamp. Alright. Able to get another land out of our deck. If need be. Chump blocks. Round. They have Tron. Naturally drew Tron. So this is 7-8. I guess they could. Okay, this is another Flesh Raker. Man, if their hand is like another Kozilek's command, do we die? It's 5. That's 10 damage. 11, 12. There's a chance that we die. All right, Ugin, Eye of the Storms. I mean, not ideal with them having double Flesh Raker. Card, they can play another spell. Do you even want to attack? Activate this. Suppose more mana is never terrible. Karn the Great Creator, so this. What do we get from this? There's Ballista. Ballista can clear the board, right? So we can, if we add mana, Karn, then we have 10, we have 5. So we can go like shoot both of the Flesh Rakers. Shoot both Flesh Rakers, and we have our own Flesh Raker. So if we tower Karn, we have 7 mana, 8 mana be for 4, and then it accomplishes the same, and we have plus draw with Ugin. And that could potentially end up winning us the game. So I think then I can go this. Play tower. Karn. No targets. Yes. Go get Ballista. Another token. No targets. Basically just hoping the top of the deck is not kind to them. Do not want to give them the opportunity either to... I mean, I guess they could Kozilek's command X1 in response, but... At least in that way, they would... Yeah, Kozilek's command X1, they could then, like, make... That would be, like, 4 damage. Need 3 life, draw a card. So they have to get through 2 blockers. Either that or have a way to shut off Ugin. At me? So is saving this 4 damage worth it if they have like Flesh Raker? They go Flesh Raker and then 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fleshmaker deals 11. There's probably no reason to take the 4 damage. Is it just Ugin? Or, yeah, with that much mana? It might just be, 7, 9, 11, 12. Yeah, Emrakul. Yeah, that's what we were playing too. Our opponent beat us to it by naturally drawing it. So now they can ultimate this Ugin. They can ultimate Ugin, get nothing, minus Karn, get nothing. And then we are in such a terrible position. Yep. Karn, get nothing. Apparently I can't see my sideboard when they're looking at my sideboard. Chooses to use Karn's ability. Doesn't get anything. I don't even know why you would play out map. I guess I have so much mana, it doesn't matter. I guess you could play map, crack it, and not get anything. But you could have also just ran this Fleshraker into it and not given me a spawn. I guess you could sack the spawn either. Like, take a damage for no reason. I mean, honestly, this is pretty over, I would say. That sucks. All right, our first league that we did not cash. Unfortunate. So we have 7, 10, 11. There's protection from instants too. Like, why? Why? Tower, yeah, that doesn't do anything for us. That's a shame. Yeah, I don't have the mental fortitude for game 3. I was really hoping to win that one. Ensnaring Bridge. Probably not that good. I can't imagine it's right, too, to put either one of these back into our sideboard. Like, All is Dust. Dismember. Do I really want, like, any of these? Like, I almost like want to bring in Vexing Bauble, like, to specifically because it like can draw a card, but that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel okay. But it might just be better than like having All His Dust Dismember. I guess Dismember's probably better. All His Dust, not so much. Filigree Silex, non-land permanent. Maybe Filigree Silex is better. Mulligan. Interacts with a Fleshraker. Doesn't, I mean, it has natural Tron. Put lab to the bottom. Play a mine. Just keeping this really on the potential that like between our draw steps plus like Mind Stone we can find something that is not technically finding anything. Oh. All right. So this 2 mana. All right, yeah, sure. Flesh Raker. That is one we are willing to dismember. All right. So we have 8 mana. So this is a 6 mana X equals 6 Kozilek's command. So if they end up thought not searing us, then cast. Do I even care? Like, I wonder if I just scry and make tokens. I guess I get to draw an extra card if I exile this. I think I just have so much mana that I'm fine with. Alright, I scry, exile this. So it's currently 6. So they're still going to take a card. So we can keep like Temple. So we can go. I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Always draw gate. I know, just I debated on more if I wanted to like make spawns exile this, but I think I would rather control the top just because I have so much mana. That for sure is going on top. I think it's gonna be bottom this, top that. Oh no, yeah, no, I fucked that up because I was gonna draw the extra card. Oh my god, dude, I need to practice more with this Eldrazi deck. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so stupid. I think we're gonna take tomorrow off. I'm just not making good decisions at all. Hell of a time to forget that the command also draws a card. That was just dumb on my part, yeah. Draw a card. Mind Stone. Oh my god, yeah, and we're just gonna hit Land City. Oh my goodness, that was so fucking stupid. That was so dumb. That was so incredibly dumb. Our opponent is going to crack a map, go get the tower for 6, 7 mana. So they just start slamming Eldrazi, and we're absolutely fucked. We now need to draw insanely well. I mean, we found 8. We have like 11 lands. I think we've seen. We saw 4 spells. Karn is just gonna be. Liquid Metal Coating. Do they have Lab 7 mana thing? No. Yeah, we're just gonna draw more Tron pieces. Wow. So I mean, yeah, that's nuts. That's so nuts. I have to look back because like, did we draw like how many lands did we see off of that? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, we literally just like full on like punted this game into the stratosphere. And like we have third mine, but we don't have. I mean, this is. I'm just gonna blow this up. There goes all of our mana. Yep, just sitting with 4 lands in our. Oh my god, just insanity. Like this is just an absurd amount of lands to draw. I don't even think I can go inside. I can't look my family in the face. Awesome. I'll remember Yu-Gi-Oh 101 while I'm playing Magic. Thank you. I also just need to remember that my cards can actually draw cards, or rather, to stack my things right, so I can probably get through apparently this massive pocket of lands that we have on top of our deck after also getting through multiple lands. Flesh Raker. Oh boy. Yeah, somehow we play the aggro mid range and like reanimator mid range decks a lot better than we play the dumb big mana deck. And of course, like YouTube streaming is like so stupid where I can't even like I can't change like the actual title and this side this is stupid. This is so dumb. Mm, like now I'm just more worried about like the YouTube stuff, like actually getting to like change my titles and everything because it's pretty wild that I can't. I go, well, now it's at least the correct title. Chooses Walking Ballista. Yeah, like we're done. Okay. That was terrible. A lot of that had to do with like being my fault. This is certainly a deck. Oh my god. So obviously punted like the last match. Probably could have ended up 3-2ing. Obviously did not stack enough lands on top of my library. I knew that I wanted to draw land so that they would take it with Thought Knots here, but like of course like forgetting a very critical moment that Kozilek's Command also does draw a card. So totally my fault. The unfortunate that we started out 0-2 because I think we won game 1 in both of those instances. Just our opponent was able to successfully keep us off Tron and or not like just be a mana behind when we needed to be. When we had like all his dust in the birthing ritual matchup. Um and yeah, just overall, I mean, definitely I think we're probably gonna end up taking a break tomorrow. We will figure out something for YouTube and that, but yeah, sorry y'all. I mean, it was like terrible. Like I felt like there was just problems with playing, problems with like stream stuff and whatever. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll take a break tomorrow. Maybe we'll come back and we'll just try to play something a little bit different, try to keep a little bit of variety on the channel as well, and just overall, I guess, do a better job of like the stream stuff. So, thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate it. That was a little bit of a train wreck. That's my bad. So, you know, got to do better, got to play better in those situations. So, appreciate it. And